Hi everybody, this is Jaya. So today I'll be doing some add and delete operation by using React.js. So this is a UI part that I have already created by using React.js. So here I have added one form in which I have two input field. One is name and another is email and one submit button. And inside this table I have one delete icon button. Okay. So first, for example, I want to add one data. For example, Hari, and email should be hari@gmail.com. And when I'm giving this submit button, clicking on the submit button, that but Hari name with the Gmail is added inside the table. Okay, and suppose I want to delete this, it gets, see, the particular field is getting deleted when I'm clicking on this delete icon button. Now I don't have anything in my table. Suppose again I want to add some data inside the table. So for example, name is Jaya and here Jaya at gmail.com, and when I'm clicking on the submit button, the particular field is added inside the table. And another field I want to add here is Sam, and email should be sam@gmail.com, and add submit, the another field is getting added. And another one is Ria, and here's Ria at gmail.com, and submit, and particular field is added. So like this we can add as many datas inside the table. Okay, so we'll be creating this form and table. So let's get started. So this is the project name, that is the React form app that I have already created, and this is my app.js main component. And I'll be creating one new component. The file name should be form.jsx. Okay, so inside this form.jsx, I'll be creating one function raf CE. Okay, I have created this component, and once I have created this component, I have to import this component into the main component called app.js. So import form. See, automatically it gets updated here, and here inside this app function I have to add this form. So I have added. Now let's check the output. So this is my output. Okay, this is the local server. Okay, so I have got form. So let's put some input field here, h1. Inside the h1 I'll be using Re, react form. Now see, yeah, so react form is, we are getting this react form. Okay, now inside this I'll be uh, creating one form. So form form. Okay, we don't need this action as of now because we are not going to do the backend process. So inside this form I need one label. Inside the label I need name. Okay, and in here input fee, inside the input text we name, id should be also name, and I'll be giving one break here, and here the next label should be our email. Okay, and input, the next input field should be email. Okay, name is email, id is also email, and again I'll be giving one break here, break line break, and here I'll be giving one button, submit button. Okay, that's it, and here submit, submit. That's it. Now let's check the output. See, we have got the output here. Okay, now in like name, email, and one submit button. Now what I need next is I need a table. So for that I'll be creating one table after the form. So here I'll take one div. Inside the div I'll be creating one table. Inside the table we'll be having table header. Inside the table header we'll be having t row, that is table row, again th, and here I'll be writing name, and copy and paste. This is our email. Okay, that's it. Now let's check. Yeah, so we have got name and email. So the see, we are left with the styling part, so we'll be doing styling part later. First we'll complete our the operations, add and delete operation. First we'll do functionality part, then we'll go for the styling part. Okay, so we have got this. Next what we need is for example, see now name, and when I'm clicking on the name input field, we are getting this on the the we are getting some suggestions, so we do not need this. So for that we'll give one property is there, like autocomplete is, will give off autocomplete off, and here also autocomplete will give off. Okay, now let's check whether it's coming or not. Now see, when I'm clicking on this input area, we are not getting that suggestions. So for that we have used autocomplete as off, so that is what, now we are not getting that auto suggestions. Next is to get the value of particular input field, we give on change property. Okay, here we'll give one function, arrow function here, and here set name should be e dot target dot value. Okay, value, that's it. And now we are getting error because set name in the in this line we are getting error because we have not used this name. Okay, so for that I will use the state, we make use of state hook. So here we'll import use state, and once we have imported the use state, we have to use this state. Okay, so here name comma set name, and initially we'll give initial value as empty, we'll keep the initial value as empty. Okay, and then next is for email comma set email equal to use state, and for this also we'll give the initial value as empty. Now see, our error has gone now. Now next we'll do the same thing for our email here. Okay, here, but we need to change this set email. Okay, let's save it. Now we are not getting any error. Okay, next we have done with this part. Now we have got this whatever the input field value, we have got the value. Now we have to store that value in a particular array. So for that we'll be creating one empty array here, const array comma set array equal to use state, and here we have to create one empty array here. Okay, that's it. And we'll be using this array in here table, because we need to when I'm giving some input, for example when I'm giving some name and email input, and when I'm submitting that form, that input data, that input form data should be submitted inside the table. Okay, so for that I have to create the table row, right? So table, inside this table body I have to, inside the table I have to create one table body, and inside this I have to use a map function. So control V, array is a array, that is array name dot map. Inside this map we'll be using val, and we'll giving some arrow function here, and it will it will return some, it will return that row. Okay, return like this, it will return tr. Inside the tr we'll give in table data. Okay, inside the table we'll have val dot name. Okay, that's it. And one more input field is email. Control V, val dot email. That's it. Okay, and see, we have done with this mapping function. Now we have to submit the form. We have to work on this submit button. So for that, inside this form, we have one property called on submit. On submit, submit, on submit will give form submit, form submit. Okay, and we have to write the function for form submit here. Const form submit equal to this. We have to use arrow function here. Inside this, we have to take this event and we do e dot prevent default value should like this. Okay, so that for example, when I'm clicking on the submit, now the page is not refreshing. For example, when I'm not using this e.prevent.default, now see, whenever I am submitting on the button, just look at here, the over this place, this the page is getting refreshed. When I'm using this e.prevent default, and when I'm clicking on the submit button, the page is not getting refreshed. So this is mainly used for that purpose. Okay, next what we have to do is we have done with the input field and buttons. Okay, now I have to submit the form here. So here, to submit the form, I need to take one variable, let the new array new array equal to name, key and value, name comma this, and email comma email. Okay, sorry, like this. Next, what I have to do is set, inside the set array, I have to use I have to take the previous value, like array comma new array, okay, new array. That's it. Now let's check the output, whether we are getting the output or not. Name is Jaya, email is Jaya at gmail.com. When I'm submitting the button, see, we are getting this output, Jaya and Jaya at gmail.com. The same way, for example, I'm giving Ria, and the next one is Ria, and when I'm submitting, the input is getting submitted inside the table. Okay, now see here, actually now we have only the name and email, and we are not having the action button, delete button, and also we are not getting that IDs like numbers 1 2 3. Okay, so for that, what we'll be doing here is inside this map function, we use another parameter called index. Okay, and here we'll be using one more table data. Here we'll be using index plus 1, okay. Now see, we got 1 2 3. Okay, but but one mistake I'm doing here, th, inside this th will be doing id, will give some IDs. Okay, and now see, in under the ID we are getting 1 2, and name, in under the name field we are getting the names and email. Now I have to add one for action. I need to add one heading, so table heading inside this action, ECTION action, and here inside this table I need one button. Okay, button should be, we can, sorry, we can either we can either write like this, delete, delete like this. Okay, so now we, in the action, under action we got delete buttons. Okay, now, or else In my previous like this form, we have delete icon button. For that what we'll be doing is we'll be using some font icons. So font awesome. First we need to add the CDN library. Okay, we'll copy this link and we'll paste this link inside the index.html after link here. Okay, so here delete this, we have saved, and here we have font awesome icon, font awesome icons. Okay, we'll take that delete icon from here. So here we'll type as trash. Okay, so see we have this icon here. So we'll just copy this. We'll copy and we'll paste it here. Paste. That's it. Now let's check the output. Now it is not showing because I have not yet added any data inside the table. So again I'll be adding Jaya and Jaya at gmail.com. Submit. See, we have got this delete icon button. We are getting this delete button, and again one Nia and Nia. Submit Nia Ram and submit button. It's getting added now. We have done this add operation and submit okay, and now next operation we need to do is just delete. So when I'm clicking on this delete icon, the particular field should get deleted. So for that, we have inside this button we have to add we have to add one function called on click event, and we have to give here uh, del on delete, delete, on delete. Okay, and here value. Okay, that's it. So we have to use this on delete function here, const on delete, like this, and function. Now here we have used value parameter, right? The same value we have to use here also. We have to pass that value here. Okay, now next is when we need to delete something, we have to use a filter operation, like we have already used for map. We have to use by using filter. So here first I'll create one variable. Let uh, del equal to fill. My array name is like here, alright. Okay, array. So array dot filter, and inside this I'll be using item, and we have to use arrow function. And if item is not equal to value, okay, then what I have to do is I have to set array should be that previous delete, it should get deleted. Okay, that's it, finished. Okay, now let's check whether it is working or not. I'm refreshing it now. I'm refreshing the page here. I'm giving some input field here, like name as J, and email should be j at gmail.com. When I'm giving the submit button, it's getting added. And here's Ram, and email should be ram at gmail.com. It's getting added. And suppose when I'm clicking on the delete icon button, it's getting, see, the particular field is deleted. Again, when I'm adding it here, and here Ria and Ria, submit, and Sam sam@gmail.com submit. See, all the input field is getting submitted here. Also, when I'm deleting that particular field, it's getting deleted. Okay, so we have completed our task here. But the one more thing is, like when I'm submitting this data, the input field it is remaining as it is, but I do not want like this. When I'm after submitting, this input field should get empty. Okay, so for that, here inside this form function, what I'll be doing is set name should be, it should get empty, and set email should get empty. Okay, after submitting the input. Now let's see, when I'm refreshing the page, I'm adding one input data here, Jaya, and Jaya at gmail.com. When I'm giving the submit button, it's getting submitted, but it's not. Okay, sorry. Yes, actually, why it is happening, because we have not given the value here. Okay, so here value should be name, and here we have to use value should be email. Okay, that's it, finished. Now let's see whether it's working or not properly. So now when I'm giving the name as Jaya, and inside the email I'm giving Jaya at gmail.com, and when I'm giving the submit button, see, the input field is getting added inside the table, and also the field is getting empty. Okay, and when again I'm adding another data J and J at gmail.com, again I'm giving the submit, it's getting submitted. When I'm clicking on the delete icon button, it's getting deleted. Okay, so our add and delete operation is done. Now what I need is, I have to add some stylings inside the form and table. Okay, so for that, let's come to our output. Now let's come to our component form. Now here I have to create another style file. For example, here form dot css. Okay, we have created, and we have to import this style file inside this form.js component. So uh, import form dot css. Sorry, we have to use like this. Okay, sorry, form.css. We have added the style form.css inside a form.js6 file. Now first I need to style my form. Okay, so let's see here, my form, React form it is in blue color, right? So for that, I'll be doing both inline styling as well as external style. So here, where is h1? So h1 first, here style, and inside the style the color should be blue, blue. Okay, now let's check. See, we got this h1 color as blue. Now I need to make my form background color as this color. Okay, so for that, form.css, inside this form background color should be this one, right? So I'll take this color from inside this flat UI color website. Okay, so that is, what color is that? Okay, here it is. I'll copy this. Okay, and background color is this. Okay, let's see whether we have got the output. Okay, we have got this background color, this color. Okay, something like orange. Okay, now because we are getting the whole 100% width here, so we have to adjust that width. So for that, width should be how much? 50 pixel, 50 pixel, sorry, 50%, and margin should be 0 and auto. Let's check. Okay, but here it is like this. Okay, so we need to decrease the width size, so 40%. Okay. Okay, next we have to give some padding of from both left, right, and top and bottom. We have to give 10 pixel padding. Let's see. Okay, 10 pixel we have got, and let's take 20 pixel. Okay, and okay, next we have to give styling for our input text. Okay, so inside this input text, padding should be 5 pixel. Let's see. Okay, and from margin top, I'll give 5 pixel. Okay, now for button, font size should be 20 pixel. Okay, okay, and okay, and next is on button. Oh, one thing, like I'll give the class name for this button. Okay, because here class name should be submit button, submit btn. Okay, so that because we are going to have two buttons, that's one is submit and another one will be delete button. So if I'm giving the same property for both the buttons, then both the buttons will get the same color, so I do not want that. So I need different stylings for both buttons. So I'll be taking the class name different. Okay, for the both buttons. So here's inside the submit button, uh, dot submit button, background color should be what color? We have green color, right? So we'll take that green color from here. Okay, this. Okay, we have copied and we have pasted here, and color should be white. Okay, now let's check the output. Okay, but it is the size is very small, but it's okay. We'll do some styling. So margin top will have 10 pixel. Okay, and padding should be 10 pixel. Okay, and border radius should be 3 pixel, and I don't need border. Okay, outline should be none, border should be none. Okay, okay, fine. And I need font here. Font size should be 20 pixel. Okay, and I need here inside this form I need one box shadow. So for that we have box shadow css. Here we'll be using this. Okay, I need let's take this one. Okay, and we'll paste it here. Let's see the output. Okay, we got the shadow. Okay, and see here in this name and email I'm getting this outline and border, which is not looking good, so I don't need this. So for that, inside this input field, border should be none, and outline should also be none. Okay, now let's see the now the outline and border has gone. Okay, and submit. Inside the submit button I need cursor to be pointer. Okay, fine. Now okay, now I'm see I'm getting this pointer. cursor. Okay, now next task is I need to get this table at the center. So for that, I'll be using table table should be margin from 20 pixel and auto. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it has come at the middle now, but I need some spacing from above. Okay, 25. Okay, and table collapse. Table, we have one property called collapse, right? We have one property called collapse. We'll get some property from W3 school. Okay, so that it will look good. We have border collapse. Okay, we'll copy this border collapse. Border collapse to be like this. Okay, and inside this, in the tables, same property this which we have given for form. We'll copy this form properties here and we'll be pasting here. Width should be 40, margins. Okay, and background color I need what is the back? Okay, white itself. Okay, and background color I don't need, and padding. Okay, box shadow I need. Okay, now let's see what is the output. Okay, we have got this output. Okay, now here I need the background color should be blue in color. So for that, we'll pick that color from the flat UI color from here. Okay, we'll come here and we'll copy this particular color, and here we'll give. Sorry, that is header, right? So inside the table, and inside the table, inside the th, inside the tr, after th we have this. Sorry, background color should be this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but the color should be, I mean the text should be white, color should be white. Okay, fine. I need some padding over here, so I'll give padding to be 5 pixel. Okay, okay, but I'm getting some different color. Okay, this color is also fine, good. Okay, next, when I'm adding some data, Jaya, and here Jaya at gmail.com, when I'm submitting it, it's getting submitted over here. Okay, so, and another is at ria at gmail.com. When I'm submitting it, another data is also getting submitted. But the problem here is now I have to style this delete icon button, right? So for that, I have to, inside this button, I have to give one class. Class name should be delete del button. Okay, so del button, when we copy this, control S, and form.css with dot del button, and background color should be not background color, the color should be we'll pick this again from here. So color should be, we'll pick this color. Okay, and paste it here. That's it. Now let's check the output we have got, and I don't need this back border. So for that, border none, and background none. Okay, let's see. Okay, now that border and this outline and the border has gone now, but I need some spacing over here. So for that table, inside the t body, and inside tr, Then again inside the dd, I need padding should be 5 pixel. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have got a 5 pixel. Okay, next, but it's looking okay. We'll take 10 pixel. Okay, and what is this? Okay, here, and we need the under border bottom will be 1 pixel, solid gray, gray. Okay, let's see the okay. See, now we have got the output here now, but our delete icon is looking very small. So for this, we'll give the font size as 20 pixel. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now see, our delete button icon is also now, the font size is increased. Now it's looking good. Okay, now I guess we have done with the form. Like suppose I want to add one more data here, ram and ram at gmail.com, and when I'm giving the submit button, it's getting added here. When I'm deleting, the button is deleted. But one more thing is, like, inside this delete trash icon, I need cursor to be pointer. Okay, cursor to be pointer. Now we have got this pointer cursor here. Okay, so next is that's it. When I'm deleting this, everything, all the data is getting got deleted. Now again I want to add is jaya at gmail.com, and when I'm submitting it, it's getting submitted. And here, and also the input field getting empty. Okay, and here path, and here path at gmail.com. Submit, the data is added inside the table. And again, name should be Hari, and Hari at gmail.com. It's getting added. So likewise, we can add as many data as we want. Okay, so finally our task is completed here. Okay, so thank you so much